cussing.
No cussing. Okay. Monica, no cussing. Okay, so we're excited because the last time we did this group, I know I personally quadruple, because I went from Ruby to Double Diamond last time we did this push group. So, and I know Leslie did it with us last year. Kelsey, were you in that group that Amy did, that push group? No. She's muted. Anyway, my point is that if we work it and work it right, it can be very beneficial for everybody, and we can promote. Okay, but we have to do it the right way. So I'm just going to go over a couple of key points that everybody needs to keep in mind when it comes to this group. And the first thing is that we have to keep it positive. If a week goes by and you don't sign a loyal customer, that's normal. That is so normal. That's fine. So everything about this group, whether it's in the chats, in the group that I'm getting ready to show you that we created in Facebook, everything, you have to stay positive. You have to speak life into it, and you have to speak life into your charts. So we all have to keep that attitude and not bring any negativity. And if someone is kind of getting down, it's okay to be honest about that, but that's why we're in this group together, to build each other up. So I wanted to point that out. Another thing is that it's a huge team effort. Okay. So just so you guys know, a third of this group, actually 2/3 of this group, has nothing to do with my paycheck. 2/3 of this group have nothing to do with Leslie's paycheck, and 2/3 of this group has nothing to do with Kelsey's. Like, we have a good even number from each of our groups that are in this group. So my point in saying that is that we genuinely want to help and give you guys tips on how to promote. It's not, the only thing it's going to do to me is just give me a nice peace of mind that I've helped somebody. That's the only benefit it's going to give me. So majority of the people in this group, they're not even going to affect my paycheck, but I just know the power that goes into a group like this, what you can get out of it, that we're all going to benefit from it. Another thing, it's important to stay involved. Even if it's somebody in a group chat, and we'll talk about this in a second, we're going to have individual little chats going, because we're all going to have accountability groups. But when somebody comments in that, you want to make sure that everybody's involved. Because when the group goes silent, that's when things start to slowly kind of die down. You know, so try and talk to each other every day. Just try and stay involved in the group, in the chats, things like that. And you want to make sure that you stay plugged in. So when I say plugged in, you want to make sure that you're on the family calls, make sure that you get on as many Show Me the Money calls as possible. And I understand that life happens. You might have to work on a Monday night, or, you know, whatever, but as much as possible, try to be intentional about staying plugged in, meaning to our corporate events going on. Let's see. Leslie, do you want to add anything so far? I got to find you. You're saying no. I'm like, I see everybody right now. So it's like, yeah. Okay. What else was I going to say before I show you guys the group? Okay. So a big thing is that we're going to get out of our comfort zones these next couple of months. And as long as we're being successful with this, we're going to keep it rolling. So we're going to get out of our comfort zones. You know, we're going to do live videos on our Facebook pages. We're going to do, if anybody has been on one of our power hours, there's going to be tasks every day for you guys to do. Now, it's not like you're going to be spending hours and hours and hours doing this. We're going to kind of give you a baseline, and it's up to you. For example, you're going to message about 20 to 25 people a day. So it's up to you if you want to message 25 or if you want to bump that up to 50. That's up to you. So we're going to just give you guys a baseline of what to do. And if you want to do anything above and beyond that, then that's great. We want you to do that. But we're just going to kind of give you a baseline. But you're going to get out of it what you put into it. All right. So I guess let's go ahead and let's get in the group. So I'm going to, I think my mouse is losing battery. Where's my Facebook? Hold on one sec, guys. We're going to start adding you guys to this group. Leslie, do you want to help do that? Leslie, I can't hear you.
I was in the middle of it, and then when you shared screen, it took over my computer, so I'm on my phone now. Yeah, it's okay.
Can you add everybody? Do you want me to add some people?
I think I can do it.
Okay. I'm gonna explain it while you start adding people. Okay, so this is our group, guys. We just called it D-Ice Push Group, okay? For Diamonds and Ice. So D-Ice Push Group is the name of it. So, all right, so pinned at the top, every day you're gonna see our Power Hour task. And if anybody has been on one of our Power Hours, basically what it is we've got, this is just some of my notes. We've got different tasks, and we spend a certain amount of minutes on each task. For example, we'll spend 6 minutes on doing a post. We'll do 3 minutes on deleting friend requests that have been sitting there for a while. We'll spend 3 minutes telling people happy birthday. It's just little tasks like that. We call them our Power Hours. So every day you're gonna wake up to another Power Hour task. So we started one tonight. So we want everyone to kind of start with this tonight. And the first thing is basically you're going to start a group chat with your accountability partner, which I'm going to talk about that in just a second. The second thing we want you to do is we want you to print your chart. So if you want to go emerald, go and print an emerald chart. If you want diamond, go print a diamond chart. And you can find that in your eSuite, or you can go into the Files tab in Diamonds and Ice and print it out from there. If anybody wants to go double diamond, I have the pretty double diamond chart. There's an ugly double diamond chart, and there's a pretty one. So I have the pretty one if you guys want that. So the third thing we want you to do, and this might sound silly, but trust me, it is not. In your bathroom or in your bedroom or wherever, take a tube of lipstick, and in the corner or wherever on that mirror, we want you to write the rank that you want.
Write it big. Claim it. Don't write it in the corner.
You're gonna claim, and you need to like see it every day. And this might sound silly, guys, but I'm telling you, this you have to get it in your spirit. So write your rank on your mirror. I have my cleaning team that comes, they always clean mine off. So like every 2 weeks I have to put back up there. I am residential, but it's up there, and I look at it every single day. Okay, so the fourth thing, I'll scroll down here. I have been saying this a lot the past couple of days. When you message somebody, you're planting a seed. That's exactly what you're doing. Is when you message somebody, whether it's about It Works or whether it's something about, their kids are cute, or you like the dress that she was wearing, whatever. When you send a message, you've planted a seed. When you post on your Facebook wall, you're watering those seeds. So think of it that way. When you message someone, you're planting a seed. And when you post, you're watering those seeds. And the reason I want to point that out is because the way your Facebook page looks is so, so important. And we're going to talk about that more kind of as we go along. So this is so number 4, set up a time to go over your Facebook page. What we want you guys to do is to reach out to either Leslie or Kelsey or myself And it doesn't matter what team you're on. Okay, Mary Beth, if you want me to look at your page, I can look at your page. Juliet, if you want Leslie to look at your page, then that's fine, because it's all just a team. So set up a time with us where we can go to your Facebook page and we can kind of step back as somebody on the outside looking in to see, okay, what can I do better with my page? How can I post a little bit better? How can I engage with my audience a little bit more? Because we want to start focusing on our Facebook pages. The fifth task is to send a happy birthday graphic. And I'll just say this really quick. We do these on every Power Hour because it's so important to interact with everybody on your Facebook page. Now, if you have 3,000 friends, obviously it's unrealistic to interact with everybody, with all of those 3,000 people. But we know that in a course of a year, if you send everybody a happy birthday, some type of happy birthday, you're going to touch every single person on your friends list. That sounded bad, but you know what I mean. So what I do is I like to stand out, because if you just go to their page and say, you know, happy birthday, Leslie, you're going to get lost in those other 200 happy birthdays that they're getting. So instead, I've created a graphic. And mine says, you don't have birthdays, you level up. It's just like a really bright graphic. So when I put it on their page, it stands out. And not only they'll see it, but their friends will see it too. And 9 times out of 10, they'll comment on it. So when that happens, when they comment, and then I go back and like their comment, Facebook sees that we're interacting with each other. And the next thing I know, their stuff is pulling up on my newsfeed and my stuff is pulling up on their newsfeed. So when you get that groove going of saying a happy birthday to everybody, you're going to notice that new people are going to be seeing your post as the weeks go on. So that's really important. So that's something that we're going to be doing every single day. All right, number 6, and I feel like I'm talking fast. I'm sorry. I want to be done by 9. Okay, so you've heard some of us talk about the calendar method. This is what we use when we add friends. Now, I went to Target, and I think I spent $4.99 on this. And it's just a simple, it has, January through December, and it just has the month. So when I go and add friends, I add anywhere from 20 to 25 people a day. Now, out of those 20 to 25 people, on average, I'll get about 5 or 6 people that will accept my request. So as soon as somebody accepts my request, like here's today, as soon as somebody accepts my request, I'll write their name in my calendar. So what I'll do is in a couple of days, when I'm doing one of my Power Hours, I'll go back. Can you guys not see it?
You're really tiny. You need to stop with your computer screen share.
Don't share it.
Much better. Show them your calendar again.
All right, can you see that? So this is my calendar.
You guys can't see her. Click on speaker view. Make her the big person on your screen.
Are we good? All right, so what I do, I'll add 20 to 25 people a day. On average, I get about 5 or 6 people that accept my friend request. So when they accept my friend request, I'll go in here and I'll write their name. So say tomorrow or the next day when I'm doing my Power Hour, I will go back to each person and I will go to their page and I'll kind of scroll through and I'll comment on a couple of pictures. So it's very organized. It's extremely organized. When I first started doing this, I mean, I kid you not, I started doing it on the 24th of March. See those highlights? Those are customers. So the very first day I started doing this, that weekend, she signed up as a customer and she signed up as a customer. So it's very effective and it's very intentional. So I encourage everybody to go get a simple calendar like this. Now, this does not replace my family calendar. Like this is my family, my follow-up calendar. This is just completely separate. This is just when I'm doing my power hours, I can go here and I interact with those people. All right, let me go back here. All right, so 6 is organized calendar. All right, so the 7th task is take 10 minutes and go and comment and interact. Either go down your news feed or go to a new friends page and comment and interact. And that helps you start building relationships. And then the last task is to add 20 friends. So those are your power hour tasks for today. Now this is kind of a shorter list, and it probably won't take you an hour, but since it's later at night, we just wanted to give you guys something small. So tomorrow we'll put a new one up. And then we also put this here, that when you've completed it, to just comment that you're done. And the reason we want you to do that is strictly for motivation for everybody, to get everybody interacting and motivating each other. Okay, so the accountability partners. All right, accountability partners are very important because, like Leslie and I are accountability partners, okay? Like her and I, we set a certain goal at the beginning of the month. And throughout the month, we're like, okay, how close are you to this goal? How close are you to this goal? How many people have you messaged today? And if I wake up and say it's noontime and she's already messaged 25 people and she's getting ready to sign a loyal, that puts a fire under my butt to get on my computer and start messaging people and get one. So we fuel each other when we have an accountability partner. So instead of doing groups of 2, we've done groups of 3s and 4s. And we've kind of paired everybody based on how long you've been with the company, what rank you're looking for, all that stuff. So these are kind of the groups that we've come up with. And everybody should be added to the group now, right? Leslie, okay. So I can see.
I couldn't add some people because I'm not friends with them. So I think it was mostly Kelsey's team that I couldn't add.
Okay.
So if you're not in the group, comment in the chat and we'll get you added.
All right, Jacqueline said, what does message 25 people mean to you? All right, what that means to me, it does not have to be about the business. The first thing I do is I go to my calendar. I'll go to my calendar and I'll see if I have anybody's name written down. Those are my first messages because those are my follow-up messages. These are people that have said that they're interested in a particular product and I need to go back and message them. So that's where I start. So then I'll start on my calendar people. And I might send them a message of, oh, your kids are so cute or whatever. It doesn't have to be work related. It can be about just something about them. It can be work related. You can message somebody and say, hey, I still need a product tester for our hair, skin, and nails. I've got 1 spot left. Can we get your order in? Does that answer that, Jacqueline? Okay. All right, do we have any questions so far? What else is I gonna? Okay, so throughout the week, we're gonna put training videos are very important. So 2 or 3 times a week, we're gonna put a training video in the group, and we just highly encourage you guys to, even if you can't watch that video in one sitting, watch it, like listen to it going down the road or while you're getting ready, or just, constantly be feeding our minds with new ideas. What else? Do I need to add anything, Leslie?
No, if you guys haven't been added to that Facebook group, just comment in the group chat and we'll go back and add you.
And and one of our goals, well, a couple of our goals with this is, number one, that we promote. Okay, that's our number one goal, is that we get these promotions. But another thing is, all of these promotions that you guys want, they're leadership positions. So we want everybody to think of themselves as a leader. Think of yourself as a leader and treat this group as such. I'm going to learn from you guys in this group. You know, you guys are going to learn from me. I'm going to learn from you. So think of yourself as a leader, because by the time this is over with, you guys are going to be in a leadership position, and you're going to have people under you where you're going to have to teach them to do the exact same thing.
Okay, I think we're good on time. Show me the money call.
Okay.
Not to rush.
Is everybody cool? Are you guys excited? Okay, Mary, I see a little hand pump with Mary Beth. Should we take a picture real quick? All right, ready? 1, 2. Oh, I love that, Juliet. That was cute. Oh, speaking of that alarm, and maybe I'll talk about this more tomorrow. Since Friday, I have set an alarm. I didn't do this before, and I don't know why I didn't do it earlier. I set an alarm on my phone to go off every hour, and I posted every hour on the hour. And this past weekend, I have gotten more interaction on my page, both business and personal, than I have in a long time. So for me, like this whole Facebook algorithm thing, I'm not even going to think about it, because I just proved it wrong this weekend.
I did the exact same thing. Just to see if it worked.
So, all right. Well, that's all I had. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to like message us, whatever. Get your group chats going with your accountability group, and like start getting to know each other. Cool?
Okay.
All right. Y'all have a good night.